All right, let's kickstart this. Um,
Okay, since he said that to come on camera, I'll also come on camera. I'm a bit camera shy. Sorry for that.
no, I think perfect. All right, cool. So I think you should be able to share your screen now.
Yeah, I'm sharing the screen. I'm
Okay.
going ahead. Just give me a sec.
I got a couple of DMs saying, "Hey, this is my first quiz. I'm a newbie," and I'm like, "Okay, don't worry, you'll learn
Don't
something."
don't worry, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I'm just calling this quiz inquisitive. I hope the screen is being seen.
Yes, it's visible.
Cool, awesome. I'll- So I'll just read out the question one. To dash was originally a horse racing term referring to the requirement that a horse be checked for health and soundness before being allowed to race. Thus, it has a general meaning to check. You have to just fill in the blanks. This is an etymology question. What is the source of the word? There is an animal. So somebody would tell whether the animal is good enough to run for the race or not. That is the hint in the question.
So we are starting with a bang. Interesting.
You can take your time. You need any more hints? If the question is very cryptic, please feel free to ask.
Oh, we'd love some hints.
Yeah, probably again, I'll repeat the hint. See, in a horse race, somebody has to certify horse is fit enough to run for the race or not. So, who decides that? And that term is now colloquially used in various other contexts. That's why it is an etymology question. We'll just take another
Uh,
minute and move on to
I,
the
I
next.
have I have a guess. So,
You just write it down in the paper. That's it.
Can you say the
oh,
first letter that it starts with?
Probably that's not how a quiz works. I'll tell you in a different way.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry, guys, but what are the
No, no,
rules? Like,
no. Basically, what it means is like, let's say you go for an SSC army test, right? You know, the army officer decides, hey, this fellow has this height, this fellow has this weight, uh, and hence he qualifies to be in the army. We'll move on to the next question.
Cool, cool.
Everyone,
Cool.
we'll move on to the next question.
Yes.
This Bengaluru-based startup, an arm of a well-known conglomerate, is the new entrant into the world of UPI. They recently surpassed Amazon in the number of transactions. When I say number of transactions, number of UPI transactions, to be the sixth largest player in India. Identify the startup. Is most of the crowd from Bangalore or like staying in Bangalore, working in Bangalore? Kind of?
I'm from Mumbai.
Sorry, man. We just plugged in this question because to have the Bangalore theme. But I'm sure the fintech side of it relates to the Mumbai. We'll move on to the next question. Since this was a fairly straightforward, factual kind of a question. If anybody needs any hints, let me know.
How many founders does this startup have?
More than one. Yeah, again, probably, that's again not how a quiz works. Generally, probably, I'll try to give you hints in any other way. I think so. The major hint is the well-known conglomerate.
Can you tell us anything about this well-known conglomerate?
We all know it, as in we all know it. Like when I say, like, you would have used it multiple times in your life for sure. I mean, that kind of a conglomerate where, no prizes for guessing it kind of a conglomerate. We'll move on to the next question.
Like, did we miss a question in between?
Did we? No, no. But I think so. Question number 3 is not there for some reason. We did not miss a question. The numbering is wrong.
Okay.
This gentleman is author of a bestseller, sold his company to HP, recently said Trump winning is a shot in the arm. So you kind of understand that this guy is not an Indian and we are mostly talking someone in US. Famous to take his company IPO in the dot-com burst. Now runs a well-known VC firm. Just for all of you, right? The general format is to say the question, immediately run through everyone, and then say the answer. It would have been more fun if it would have happened that way. Unfortunately, logistically, it is not happening that way. I'm sure you guys would have read a few of his books. Since this quiz is coming out of a book club, I have brought in this question. So the dot-com burst refers to the 2008 one. Like if you many of you guys might be fairly younger.
I thought the dot-com burst was in the early 2000s, late 90s.
You can consider from that era till the 2008 crash also. Because like doing all of this would require some kind of time. This required this gentleman at least 10-20 years of his life. So he was the only person to take his company IPO during the dot-com burst.
Okay, so should this be question 3 or 4 while we're writing it down?
Very good question. You just write the answer. I would just know it by the answer. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't even want the numbers. Again, he did not say shot in the arm. He said it in a more metaphorical way. I have just changed it into shot in the arm so that you guys don't Google it out.
Next question.
Go on to the next question. This event got cancelled for the first time since the World War II. As a blessing in disguise, the organizers pocketed a $141 million insurance money. What event are we talking about? This was like fairly in the news and all that stuff. Probably somebody wanted current affairs, no? This is like kind of current affairs. Sorry, like not adding what happened last week. This is like fairly current affairs.
I asked for like current affairs from the news, but I don't think I know this one.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, like this is not that kind of a quiz. Who was the first Prime Minister of India kind of a quiz? Yeah. Again, see, World War II happened 1945. Now, recently it got cancelled. It got cancelled because of COVID. That also is not in the question. I'm telling you, it got cancelled because of COVID. So it's like something which has happened year and a half before. But you know,
Is it a sports event?
Sorry?
Is it a sports event?
I'll not answer that at least for now. Okay, if everybody needs that hint, it's a sports event. We'll move on. Again, sorry for the non-Bangalore crowd. If you guys want me to change the question, I'll change the question as well. This is a famous eatery in Bangalore. Closes every Friday because 15th of August 1947 was a Friday. So, you know, let people enjoy the independence of this country. They gave holiday to their hotel. This was meant exclusively for students in Bangalore to begin with. There are enough hints in the question and it is workable. So this is a pre-independence eatery in Bangalore. How many of the crowd is from Bangalore? Like 30% at least? Now, then this question is not fair if it is not even 30%. I'm so sorry for this question.
Sorry, I was on mute. There are two participants, Dhanraj and Gauri from Bangalore.
I'm so sorry for the remaining guys. I'm extremely sorry.
Any hints, guys?
There are enough hints.
It's like the curse of knowledge.
See, basically, you know, hotels across India are named with the same nomenclature. Same nomenclature. You know, cafes are called cafes only everywhere in India. Probably Darshini is a word only specific to Bangalore. Otherwise, cafes are called cafes across. But cafe is not the answer. That also I'm giving you as a hint. Their dosas are very famous here in Bangalore.
Are they also called Udupis in Bangalore?
No, they are not called Udupis in Bangalore. Yeah, that's something a Mumbai thing. Yeah, they are not
Yeah.
called Udupis in.
Okay, just
Yeah.
confirming.
So is this like a one place thing or they have branches across the city?
They just it's just one place thing. It is not Rameshwaram Cafe. Again, if
Yeah, you said it does not have cafe word, so
yeah.
it's-
Guest houses are called guest houses only all over India. A club is called club only everywhere. Again, it doesn't have guest house or club. So what I'm trying to say is hotels are called with a particular nomenclature everywhere in India. Like again, the pre-independence nomenclature is one hint if you guys want to use. We'll move on. We'll move on, guys. Identify the logo. I know I'm not good with images. It is mostly a sun. There is sea. There is a coconut tree. So this is a logo of a travel of a particular country. You have to just say that country's name. That's it. There is a coconut tree. There is sun. There is beach. This is a travel logo of a country. And their tagline is from a Bob Marley song. Probably many of you guys must be Bob Marley fans here.
Tame Impala fans for sure. I don't know about Bob Marley.
Okay. Yeah, probably since I'm a cricket fan, I'm a Bob Marley fan.
Any more hints?
Yeah, so there is sun, there is coconut tree, there is beach. So it's a tropical country. Again, might have been in the news in the recent past. We'll move on to the next question. This event X was sponsored from an insurance company from 1975 to 1983. A businessman, Y, from India, came forward to organize slash sponsor it on the condition of it being hosted. It here is the event being hosted in India. Identify the event and the business. Like even if you say the company or the founder of the company, I'm fine with it. If somebody writes what that insurance company was from 1975 to 1983, I will use it as a tiebreaker if at all there is a tiebreaker.
Any hint on what kind of event
And this is a
it could
sporting event,
be?
sports event.
Okay.
Any hints as to what insurance company it is?
This is like a general insurance company. Just imagine like LIC, but not like LIC of a different country.
But it's not LIC.
Yeah, no. This has that insurance company is not an Indian company. We'll move on to the next question, Swapnil. Not sure if I see Swapnil now. Hey, Swapnil, can I move to the next question?
Yeah.
Founded in 1944 by a Jain family, generally mistaken as a government award. Award includes a cash prize of 1 lakh and a bronze statue of Saraswati. When I say Saraswati, it's goddess Saraswati. This award is mostly given in the field of literature. If you could just tell the name of the foundation founded by this Jain family or the name of the award, that's good. If you need more hints, please let me know. Given in the field of literature, this foundation is done by a Jain family in 1944. But generally, we people think that this is given by government of India. No, it does not.
No clue what this could be. How about a hint?
Like I'll give you an example, right? Like let's say what could be given in the field of sports. It would be Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna. So in the field of literature, so Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award is again given by Government of India. But for literature, we assume, or at least I mostly assumed that all this while that this is the award given by Government of India. But no, it is not true. This is mostly conceptualized by a Jain family way back in 1944 to people who have great contributions in the field of literature. I think the Jain family should automatically indicate that this is an Indian award. Again, Goddess Saraswati should also, give you an inclination that this is the Indian culture and all. Any more hints? Any more hints? If we are good, we are good. We'll move on. Swapnil, we are good. We are good here.
Yeah, yeah.
X, an Indian, co-invented Y in the field of technology to solve the problem of different computer parts that cannot be used across devices made from different companies. This till date is one of the major bridges between software and hardware of a computer. That's mostly a hint to crack the question. Identify X or Y, even if you just say Y, I'm good. Since somebody asked a question from field of technology, this question has been put in. Do you guys want more hints? I have assumed majority of you guys are techies. If not, then again, this question may not be fair.
Could you roughly say what year or maybe what decade this was done in?
This would be late 80s, early 90s. I said early 90s, probably you can even consider mid 90s.
So this is a device that can be probably used in multiple devices.
Not necessarily. I'll just give you an example, right? As a kid, you might have used an assembled computer at some point of time. Or if you guys are at the laptop generation, I don't know. We all bought a PCs when we studied, and those were all assembled. Or even in a laptop, right? Let's say you want to plug in a CD player. How would you do that?
Okay.
Yeah, I just realized that I've grown pretty old by
That
talking.
hint was, I think, too strong.
Sorry?
That hint gave it away too much.
Probably yes. Probably yes.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, I realized by the time I finished the hint. We'll move on to the next question, guys. So this event started in New York in 1962 as a community for Y book fans and collectors. Came to India in 2011. So again, this event happened in Bangalore. Sorry for the bias of Bangalore in this quiz. Identify this famous event for book and art lovers. Again, since this community is all book lover community, this question has been put in.
What is YA book fans? Is the actual term?
Yeah, yeah. It's like a genre.
As
You know,
in young adult,
sorry. No,
like
no.
young adult
Like
that
so
way.
similarly, like let's say fiction book fans. Let's say thriller book fans. Think of a larger genre. This event is a global event. It happens in India, it doesn't happen in India, that kind of a thing. But I think so it has happened easily 3-4 times in India.
Does it happen in different cities?
Yes. We'll move on to the next question. This question might be vague, so feel free to ask hints. So they did this research around conceptualizing this in 1960. Then they introduced this with a trial speed of 180 kilometers per hour. This is a great testimonial for the Make in India initiative in the recent past. If you guys can just say what are we talking about, or if you need more hints, feel free to ask. So again, I'll just summarize. 180 kilometers per hour says that something goes really fast. This is made in India. And like we have been thinking of doing it since 1960.
So it's some form of transportation.
Yeah, travels at 180 kilometer per hour is again a hint.
Is that it? All the questions?
Ideally, yes. Do you guys want more questions to be added? Because the ultimate intention with me and Swapnil was when we run through answers, we will kind of talk about a few interesting startups as well.
I think
You know,
given that you sort of reached 250, so I think we can wrap the questions here, and because discussions will also take time, right?
yeah,
I'll take a photo of the answers with my phone then and send.
perfect. If you guys could send. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Where should we send exactly?
I'll send in the
Yeah,
chat.
I'll just send my number again. You guys can WhatsApp me on 99024176.
Folks, I've shared a number. Just send a pic here on WhatsApp.
One pick for all the answers is enough.
Yeah, we'll give 2 minutes, then we'll discuss.
I think I've got Abhilash Shankar Manchi's answer sheet. Abhilash, you were ex Meta, if I'm not wrong. I saw it on your LinkedIn.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I
so
was
we,
associated like as a contractor. Basically, I was trying to grow the Hyderabad developer community to increase React-based, users,
nice.
make more developers.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we are in elite company today. We are somebody who works at Meta.
No, I used to, but yeah.
Okay. But now where do you work?
So currently, me and couple of engineers from Microsoft, we are like basically building on couple of ideas on generative AI and trying to iterate on the feedback.
God.
Before this, I was like part of Brew Money, which was Excel-based startup.
Got it.
Yeah. How about you?
I run my own company called Thinkify Labs. Uh, we are mostly a tech consulting company. We consult with well-known organizations, mostly with the likes of a Flipkart or a Swiggy and all.
Okay.
Consulting is a slightly vague term.
Yeah. Since this quiz is not all about what I do, I just kept it short. Probably we can get on another call for that. Yeah, we mostly provide on-demand software engineers, uh,
Okay.
or kind of build any products from the scratch for these organizations.
So you must be associated with ServiceNow?
No, no.
Yeah.
It's just that my wife works at ServiceNow and this is her
Okay.
line. I think so. Swapnil, we have one. Gauri, we have another. Pramod is done. Uh, I think so. There is Shanti is finished. Dhanraj is finished. Ketan is finished. Anybody pending? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. We have got 8 entries. Anybody else, guys?
Have you received my message, Siddharth?
Siddharth, I have received.
Cool.
So I
I
have
think,
Shivam, Siddharth.
yeah, just read out. Yeah, that would be perfect.
Yeah, Shivam, Siddharth, Gyandeep Aryan, Dhanraj, Ketan, Shanti, Pramod, Gauri, Swapnil, and Abhishek.
Abhilash.
Sorry, Abhilash. Yeah, I meant Abhilash.
How many total?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 10.
Cool. I think that.
Are we 10? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, perfect.
So we'll go through the answers.
Finally.
Hey, so question one, the answer is vet. To vet was originally a horse racing term. Vet comes from the word veterinarian, veterinary doctors, and they decide whether a horse is fit to be running or not. We brought in this question mostly to talk about Swapnil startup Rocket. Rocket has been kind enough to vet a lot of software engineers across and help people hire right folks. So a big round of applause to Rocket and Swapnil. Uh, Rocket, along with Neogy Camp, has been one of the best boot camps to provide React front-end engineers in the recent past. We ourselves have leveraged them quite a few times. So to boot camps, more to upskilling, more to landing into better jobs. If you guys know anything about any other startups or any other companies doing great around upskilling and helping people land better jobs, feel free to talk about it. Another startup probably which is doing a great job is called Clavium, where they kind of partner with engineering colleges in the second year itself and provide internships. That's a great model. Yeah, probably if the whole country starts working 2 years earlier, the per capita income of this country would increase considerably, is what I believe.
I'm
Uh,
looking forward to see how Kalium scales. I think.
yeah. Moving on to the second question, Bangalore-based startup, an arm of well-known conglomerate. This is Super Money. This is from the house of Flipkart. Super Money, headed by Prakash Sikaria, is doing a great job. And they are in the field of UPI. Probably another UPI company which is doing really well is, I forgot its name. It's called Pop UPI. They're based here in HSR, Bangalore. Wonderful company doing great stuff.
So Super Money has surpassed Amazon, you said, right?
Yeah. Transaction.
Okay.
Author of bestseller sold his company to HP. Recently said Trump. This is Ben Horowitz, author of Hard Things About Hard Things. He was the one who sold his company to HP. He now runs his own VC firm. It's called A16Z. His name is Anderson Horowitz. This event got cancelled for the first time since World War II. This is Wimbledon. Smart people of all England Lawn Tennis Association had got their insurance hedged against any risks. So it's always prudent to buy your insurance. Just buy your insurance and stay safe. Yeah, again, several startups in the field of insurance doing great stuff. Yeah, famous eatery in Bangalore. The hint here was students. Students is Vidyarthi, and Bhavan is something which everywhere hotels are called. So it is Vidyarthi Bhavan. This is the travel logo of Maldives. Maldives travel was in the news thanks to our Prime Minister, where we clearly said, check Maldives and go to
That's what they.
Probably if you guys have heard Nikhil Kamath also talking a lot about Indian brands like a Sapco Coffee or others. Probably if you know any cool Indian brands, feel free to wear them on your sleeve. Question 8. This was the 50 over World Cup, or back then it was the 60 over World Cup, Cricket World Cup. From 1975 to 1983, this was done by Prudential. Prudential is the insurance company. Businessman Y is none other than Dhirubhai Ambani, who said that it needs to be called Reliance World Cup, and hence World Cup came to India for the first time. Yeah, I think so. Everybody knows about Reliance. There isn't much to be told. So I'll just move on to.
I have a small doubt. So Prudential Cup was sponsored by Prudential Assurance.
Yeah, since it was sponsored by Prudential, it was called Prudential Cup.
Okay. And later on, Dhirubhai Ambani backed it, so it was called Reliance.
For the 87, it was called Reliance World Cup. So even in 96, it was called Will's World Cup because Will sponsored it. After that, it is only called ICC World Cup.
Huh.
They kind of brought a normalcy around it.
But I've heard that. Sorry.
Yeah, good, please.
I've heard that like Reliance Cup had diamonds in it. Like,
yeah, might be. I don't know. So there was a controversy around that as well, right? Indira Gandhi wanted to give it, but then Dhirubhai clearly put his foot down and said that, if I have to sponsor it, I have to give the cup.
Yeah. Also, back then there was a huge backlash on Sunil Gavaskar in Kolkata. Like people almost hit him in the airport.
Yeah. Like so. Yeah. Moving on to the next question. The award which is founded by the Jain family is the Jnanpith Award, which is mostly given to folks in literature. The last recipient is Gulzar for all the great work he has done. Yeah, I think so. This is
which family, by the way?
Sorry.
Which family was it? Organized by?
This is done by somebody called Sahu Jain and family, way back in 1940. I think so. They have roots in Rajasthan. Yeah, this is Universal Serial Bus USB. founded by Ajay Bhatt around mid 90s, 94, 95 is what I believe. Started in New York, US in 1962 as a community for Y book fans. This is Comic Con, mostly for comic book lovers. If there is more trivia to add about Comic Con, feel free to add. Happy to hear.
I sold T-shirts at Comic Con once.
Nice. That's good. That's good.
And I actually won an art competition in Comic Con Hyderabad
Oh,
4 years back. Yeah,
okay. Then you should show your art
someday.
and kind of, yeah, probably try to sell it at places like Gumroad or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but probably the intention was here to talk about Gumroad. Gumroad is a marketplace based out of US. If you guys want to do something quick in India, sell in US, make lots of money, Gumroad is the place. Yeah, researched in 1960, introduced in 2018 with a trial speed of 180 kilometers. This is the famous Vande Bharat trains. Yeah, Vande Bharat, the coaches were earlier made in Germany for Shatabdi or Rajdhani trains that they brought it back to India, and whatever coaches or trains which you're seeing for Vande Bharat is made in India. Something which as a country we can all be proud of for the next few years, I guess. That mostly sums up the quiz. I'll just give me 5 minutes. I'll quickly sum up the answers and announce the winners as well.
Cool. Meanwhile,
Yeah, you can play some good music again.
yeah, sure. Okay. I think since we're recording, we'll need to pause it.
Yeah.
All right. Drum roll.
Yeah, drum rolls. So there is a tie for the third place between Gyan and Dhanraj.
Nice.
Ketan, oh, wait a second. I am sorry. I have messed it up a bit with the counting. I'm so sorry. Gyan and Dhanraj, pardon me for that. We have Ketan finishing it up at third place with 5 points. We have Pramod
5.5
finish.
is like 1 point. One question is 1 point.
1 point for each. Yeah, 1 point for each. Five. He has got 5 right ones. Pramod has got 7.
Crazy.
Abhilash wins it with 8 points.
Nice.
Yeah, that's mostly it. Gyan and Dhanraj, I'm extremely sorry for counting it wrong in the first time. Pardon me for that. And yeah, great show, guys. We will make this event in a much bigger, larger way. And of course, Swapnil is an expert at making communities. So, uh, let's probably the fastest way to learn from anyone is A, an interview, B, to quiz. So keep quizzing, keep interviewing, keep learning, and let's have fun. As promised, the prizes would be sent to Swapnil, and Swapnil would send it across to the recipients.
Awesome. And
Awesome.
yeah, you said.
And yeah, I just had great fun. Probably, from my side, the preparation could have been much better. I'll ensure that we will make the preparation much better.
Yeah, I think this was like sort of put up on the last minute. So
Yeah,
uh,
this was definitely put up at the last minute. I'll definitely improve, make it better. Thank you so much for being patient and being a nice crowd. Uh, Wonderful knowing all of you. And I have your LinkedIn. I'll definitely send a connect to all of you. There is more ways than one we can sync up, chat up. Please let me know.
awesome. And folks, you will receive sort of like a post-event link from Zuma where you can share your rating of the event. And why I want to emphasize on that right now is we want to make it recurring. We want to like do a lot more in the coming year. So you can be brutal, you can be honest, and be constructive also. Like you can say this can be better. You can provide an example, or maybe if you can share some questions also, which like, hey, here are one or two questions that you can put up in the next one. I think that would be really helpful for us to sort of keep going. And like Karthik said, I think quizzing is one of the things wherein you it's a good like gym for your mind. It's a good exercise, mental exercise. So yeah, looking forward to how this space evolves. And yeah, yes. Someone said quizzing after 6 years. Lovely experience. TCS IT.
Swapnil,
Yeah.
can you tell us a little about your motivation in starting this gym quiz thing?
This is Karthik. Karthik, over to you.
Oh, sorry, Karthik.
You know,
I,
I,
help
I've
guide.
I've always wanted to do this for quite some time. Probably it's just that time is allowing me now. Hey, I kind of participate, watch quite a few quizzes even to this day, since a kid. So quiz is fun, right? You get to learn a lot of things. I think so more than learning a lot of things, right? This quiz was all about how would you apply your brain when you don't know anything about, and then how do you react to a situation and slowly start connecting the dots to build up a solution. This kind of helps you in your real world scenarios as well. Hey, I don't know anything what to do tomorrow. But why don't you start connecting dots, see one thing at a time, and probably you might get closer to a solution. That's what it is at the end of the day. So even if you start playing crosswords, right, you need not know every single word of the crossword. You can start off with a clue. You might just get one answer, and one answer might lead to another. And yeah, that's how life is also, man. Life is also a crossword. Uh, or a quiz. Only one thing leads to another, and we just can't get all the answers, everything right.
So, are you part of any quiz clubs in Bangalore?
I used to go to KQA long time back, not anymore. But KQA is still a great quizzing community. Probably
Right.
there is this quizzing with Varun on YouTube. But there are a few mixed reviews around it, man. Like if you go to Reddit and I'll read it, they say that, he's just plagiarizing questions from here and there from another quiz and all that. But I
Okay.
think quizzing ecosystem is best in colleges of India. After that, corporate quiz, I don't think so. There is any ecosystem. That Tata Crucible quiz and all used to happen now. That also doesn't happen. Post
Actually,
COVID, nothing is happening.
okay. There's a quiz club in Hyderabad, right? It's been operating from 1972. It's
Oh, nice,
called K Circle Quiz Club.
nice,
Uh, you might want to check out on Instagram. It's K Circle HYD.
nice.
Yeah.
No,
I think
I would suggest Swapnil. I think so. Abhilash can also conduct a quiz with his enthusiasm and other things. Probably Pramod, if the winners of this quiz can make the next quiz nothing like it,
definitely.
right? And then again, it's a continuous evolving journey where we all can bring in interesting tidbits to make it more exciting. And I just wanted to spend my weekend in a more constructive fashion. That's why I did this quiz to answer somebody who asked what was the motivation to do this quiz. Rather than scrolling some random reels on YouTube and Instagram, I thought I'd do this.
Amazing.
It's a nice way to spend an afternoon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's all about that.
Yeah.
And
Like the short form content reels, I think everyone would relate with that. It has just propagated, entered our lives, and
true.
become a like I remember like at one point I was just watching reels to sleep and just waking up and then back on it again, and then I was like, no, let's uninstall this. This is going out of hand. So
Correct.
yeah, before you know it, I recently read this somewhere. I think last week somewhere, which is key. Reels or short form videos are like a pacifier for adults, and I was
True.
like, what a great, what- whatever pacifier for adults. Like You just give that to someone, they can just like scroll and get dopamine hits every 30 seconds. It just calms anyone down.
Yeah, probably, the other way of engaging our weekends would be, bring in some author who can kind of read a part of their book to the larger audience.
Hmm.
Kind of make some affiliate selling to that book or something of that sort.
Hmm.
Or we could have chess competition. I mean, we
Yeah,
have just won the World Cup.
yeah, correct. Sorry, I did not include a chess question. I tried to. Uh,
Right.
so where is Gukesh from? Gukesh is from Hyderabad or from Tamil Nadu?
Bro, that is still not decided yet, but he has Telugu roots, is what his
So,
surname indicates.
I think so. That's the last thing we should all be talking about. With the laurels he's bringing in. Great guy. Yeah, that's all about it. Yeah.
Cool.
Sure,
So
sure. Thanks everyone for joining in, taking this up. Kind of you. Thanks, Swapnil, again for allowing me to do something constructive. Let's continue to do one thing at a time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for the wonderful music as well. I generally don't have any knowledge about Western music. So, yeah, that was great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
awesome.
Swapnil, I've been attending your reading sessions as well. Your playlist is awesome. If possible, just share it.
I think you just search Read Me on Spotify. You'll get
Oh,
some.
okay.
What is it? Read me, is it?
Read Me, yeah.
On
Uh,
Spotify.
yeah. If not, just ping me. I'll share. But the thing with music is also what I've realized is, uh, it also like changes along with the season. Um, and this is something that I see in other parts as well. So, for example, if it's December season, then in general I notice brown color more out like around me. So I think it's the same with all other things. It depends on uh, the time, season, and phase in your life as well. So I would say, yeah, I think that's a very subjective thing. You might like it, you might not like it.
You're recently married. You should be seeing red every day.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
Sure, man. Sure. Yeah, I kind of agree. Music changes. Everything changes over a period of time.
Could you share your playlist in the WhatsApp group, like a link to the playlist?
Sure, I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I searched Read Me, but it isn't showing anything.
Yeah, it's not showing.
I'll share. Sure.
Swapnil doesn't want to share it, is what I somehow believe. He wants to keep it to himself.
Hidden secrets.
I used to do it in Rocket Session as well, and we did not used to share it because that was an incentive for folks to show up live. We used to start with the song, end with the song. The
So,
vibe is nice. So yeah,
okay.
maybe I'll just play. I think the song was playing. I'll just let it run to the end, and then I'll end this call. Cool.
Sure.
Yeah, I think then we'll
Yeah.
wrap this up. And
Thanks a lot for this session. It was really like after the Bonvita quiz and the TCS ITS days, getting that brain running once again was really nice. Thanks.
awesome.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Cool, folks. Have a good day. Bye bye.